Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Chris's Collection. This game needs no introduction, but for the uninitiated, this is Super Mario 64. Yahoo indeed. To tell you guys my story of Super Mario 64, I kind of have to tell you my story of the N64, because they're both, like, pretty much entwined with each other. First of all, yes, this is Yoshi. He's up here. You can get, yeah, Yoshi's here. He's hidden. And if you talk to him, he gives you... I never get tired of this. Mario, is that really you? It has been so long since our last adventure, Super Mario World. They told me that I might see you if I waited here, but I'd just about given up hope. Is it true? Have you really beaten Bowser and restored the stars to the castle? And saved the princess? I knew you could do it. Now I have a very special message for you. Thanks for playing Super Mario 64. This is the end of the game, but not the end of the fun. We want you to keep on playing, so we have a little something for you. We hope that you like it. Enjoy the Super Mario 64 team. And they proceed to give you, I think it's 120 lives, right? Something like that. And you can't move, and then Yoshi jumps away. I have not saved ever since I got all 120 stars, so I could always... Oh, it's 100. Just so I could see this, because, oh god, I love that. It's so cool. Anyway, guys, but yeah, so I didn't know about the Nintendo 64. I had an original NES, and I adored it. I thought the NES was awesome. It was super fun. I played it a lot. I got it secondhand, I think. I got an Sega Genesis. That was my second console. Loved it. Was completely unaware of, like, all that. I was, like, in a bubble. I just played Sega Genesis. I didn't know about Saturn or PlayStation or N64. Just Saturn. I mean, just Sega Genesis, not Saturn. I started making, like, closer friends around, like, 4th grade. That's where I met my friend Gabe, and I met my friend Alex. Or no, I met Alex in 5th grade, I think. Yeah. You know, we would just, like, hang out with each other, and we were having, like, a lot of fun and all this stuff. And I had an N64. I mean, my parents had asked me, what do you want for Christmas? And I said, oh, I just wanted, what was it? Sonic Blast. That's what I told them. I just want Sonic Blast on the Sega Genesis. And they're like, is that it? Really? Because the thing, my parents always liked getting, my sister and I, like, something really big. Because we were, like, pretty poor for, like, most of our lives when I was younger. Like, we really didn't have a lot of money, so my parents couldn't get me anything. And at this point, my dad had a pretty good paying job, and so he was like, hey, I could get my kids cool shit. And, you know, every parent wants to do that. So he's like, are you sure? Like, you don't want anything else? I'm like, nah, it's cool. So one day my dad came back from, you know, with my mom, and I guess they had gone to Toys R Us to browse, and they saw this on display, the N64 with Super Mario 64. And my dad was like, Chris, you have to check this out. And I'm like, what? And he's like, oh man, it's the fucking coolest thing. They have... Look how weird Mario looks, by the way. Like, when he's, like, running and far... Look at that. They, like, cut his polygons. See? Like, his nose. That's so fucking weird. He's like, there's a 3D Mario game. And I'm like, what? And, he, like, told me about it, and I was like, okay. And I didn't know what to make of it. And so I went and I saw it, and, like, I thought it was the coolest fucking thing in the world. He's like, do you want this for Christmas? And I'm like, uh-huh. So they got me this, and I remember my friend Gabe and I, we were talking about, oh, what game should we get? And, like, him and I, because he was like, dude, you don't know about N64? I'm like, no, man. And he was, like, telling me about it and shit, and, like, we both bonded over that. And he was like, we would look at, like, what games to get. And I won't say the second game because we'll get to that before the end of this month, but obviously Super Mario 64 was one of them. And yeah, we both got it, and I was so psyched. I was like, like Christmas couldn't come sooner. And then what's it called? Christmas couldn't come sooner, and all of a sudden, oh my god, did I just save? Shit, I did, didn't I? Fuck, I lost the 100 lives thing. Oh, well, whatever. These things come to an end. At least I have it on video, right? So, Christmas came. I opened it up. I was so excited. And here's the thing. I had, at the time, a really fucking old TV. And it only supported the antenna plug. So if you wanted... It didn't have the 3 plug, and you know, all my older consoles like Sega Genesis and NES, they had the 3 plug, and I didn't have one. So basically, I couldn't play Super Mario 64 because I didn't have the 3 plug in the back, the composite cable plug, and we needed to like go out and find the antenna adapter, the TV adapter, because my TV sucked fucking ass. And so it was really sad. I couldn't play my game on Christmas, and I remember Gabe's mom was like, oh, well, because, you know, my mom was saying, oh, yeah, he's really bummed out because he can't play, and she's like, oh, well, does he want to come over our house and like hang out and he could play his games here? And she was like, totally. And I remember my dad was like so pissed that like I left. Like he was so mad that I went like, and I stayed at someone's house on Christmas Day. The thing is, we're Hispanic, and Christmas Day is not like, we're Cuban and we celebrate something called Noche Buena. And basically, we do all our celebrations on Christmas Eve. Christmas Day is just a day to chill. We don't do anything on Christmas Day. Now I do, because my wife is half American, so we celebrate it now. And that's fine, you know, it's cool. I've gotten used to it. And so anyway, I was able to play. And so this is still my same copy from all those years ago. And it's a tough game, but I really do like it. I think it's a fun game, and I think it's held up fairly well. But all right, guys. And I did not get all 120 stars. My friend Alex helped me like fucking crazy to get all 120. That's like the last part. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll be back later this week with another Christmas collection, so stay tuned for that. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care.